Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. In the last video, we went here to Endako, and we rescued Clank! So we now have him for the rest of the game, which is awesome. But now, we still have some things to do. We need to go to Clank's apartment. And as I do this, I want to see if I can get the pulse rifle leveled up just a little more. That would be cool. Anyway, by destroying these trash cans, you can get these droids to show up. Which is exactly what I want, because I want to get the experience and get some more health. And apparently I do need to knock this down if I want to continue any further. Might as well use the laser bots to get some much needed experience for the laser rifle. I say as I try really hard to concentrate and do things at the same time. Really. Can't even do this. Can you stop touching me for once? Good. Oh, good grief. Every time I get in the platform, one of these guys runs into me. I can't say that's my idea of fun. And of course, we have to get rid of the trash cans in order to turn off some barriers. And also get around. And we got some more laser robots, so let's stay near the doorway where they can't get us and take them out with the laser rifle. Excellent. Alright. Now this guy will fly around, and we will see him from time to time. There's a pit right there, but it just leads to nothing. Also, if I can bust out the pulse rifle and hopefully shoot these guys down, I can not only get some more experience for the gun, but also get over here. Now, believe it or not, you do want to drop down where this ladder is. Not only will you find a few lampposts that you can destroy, but you can also get a platinum bolt. And that was the second and other platinum bolt for Endako. Alright, let's get up this ladder. And we need to go this way. Now, I need to use the mini nuke. I need to get the mini nuke ready to destroy a whole bunch of enemies. And if they all start showing up in places, I'll eventually be able to just... Really? Can't believe that happened. Or did that do anything at all? Maybe I did destroy... Nope, I did. There's still a few. Well, I wanted to use the mini nuke to destroy everybody. And it doesn't look like I'll be able to do that, but if I can stay in this doorway and just aim, I can take care of him. Alright, we have a lot more experience in the pulse rifle now, and I like that. Also, there is a slingshot target and some grind boots. Interesting. Let us get some bolts out of these lampposts, and then we can take the elevator to another area. And while there will be these guys, I can easily shoot them down. Now, let's go ahead and destroy all of the lampposts that are around us. Also, I find it interesting that the Megacore logo is everywhere as we do this. And there's nothing to the sides, so we need to take this elevator. And we're going to knock these over. We need to go over to the side right here and use the mini nuke. Oh, they still hit me? That's something. I thought I'd be safe over there, to be honest. No, they can still hit you over here. That's incredible. I honestly thought I would be safe. Gee, I guess not. And now I need to destroy everything, if I have any chance of doing any of this. You know what? You're beginning to become a thorn in my side. You are getting blown to bits with a pulse rifle shot. And there's some heavy lancer ammo. Some more of everything, which is exactly what I don't want. I hate this. I wonder what happens if I were to drop down. When I end up back here, I hope I do. This should be a continue point. It is. I can just get all the ammo I want, just keep dying, and I can just do this over and over. I'm going to do this one more time. Alright. We have all the ammo that we need for this. As soon as we go ahead, there will be a cutscene.
Greetings, morons. Since my employees did such a lousy job of taking care of yous, I thought I'd come and handle things myself. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. Die already? This ammo's expensive.
Alright, and this guy has some backup. But
Backup! I need backup!
as long as I just keep shooting him with
New weapons can be upgraded with frequent use.
as long as I keep shooting him with the pulse rifle and I keep hitting him, as well as avoid the machine gun fire and the missiles, which is pretty easy all things considered, I can take this guy down and I can get enough experience with the pulse rifle to turn it into the vaporizer, which is a more powerful version of the pulse rifle. I'm so glad we did this. And now that we've activated this translocator, we can use it to go to Clank's apartment. And inside, there's some weightlifting that we could do if we were able to. There's a large widescreen TV with art of Jack 2 on it. There's some furniture. There's a way out. And we have some interesting
My old swing shot and grind boots.
tools. We now have the swing shot, which we were needing on Barlow.
All missions completed on this planet. Search other planets for available missions.
And the grind boots.
Slingshot target detected. Press and hold circle to shoot the swing shot. Use L1 for better aiming.
And the grind boots to grind on some rails. Swing shot and grind boots make a nice return from the first game. And Once you have the swing shot equipped, if you see a target like this one, just hold circle. You'll be able to use it. And if you need to aim, you can always hold L1. Now this kind of target, this is the one where you can swing on. Up and down, when you alternate between them, lets you swing. And you can kind of make your swing longer just to make sure that you get on certain platforms, which I will have to do eventually. And here is a new swing shot target. This blue one. If you grab onto it, you'll pull something down. And we now have a translocator that takes us all the way back
For a map, press select or R3.
to the ship. There were some swing shot targets just before the apartment, and I will have to check those out later on. In the meantime, there are some things that I do want to do. One of them being drinking some tea because I'm getting parched. There's actually something in Oozla that we can do now that we have all the missions complete. And I'm looking through my notes to see if I have everything that I need so far, and thankfully I do. So I'm going to go here first to Oozla, and then I'm going to go back to Barlow, because there is some things that we can do. For instance, if I can remember to do it, here we go. We need to go back here where this translocator is, and we need to follow the path, because that sea monster was not there before. I'm going to go ahead and swing the wrench around just to take out some enemies. Get myself some gold, or some bolts rather, and I've taken care of all the enemies in the nearby vicinity, so let's jump on this guy's back, and we are going to go to a place that was previously inaccessible to us before. And there it is. Once we're there, this guy will sink into the grimy water below, and we can go into this cave for a platinum bolt. I'm going to go ahead and cross this off the list. And now I'm going to do a little bit of a shortcut here. At least I hope it works like it did in the first game. It should. Okay. Yeah, by saving and loading, I save the platinum bolt to my memory card, and then I go back to where the ship is, so I don't have to go back to it the long way. Just like in the first game. That'll definitely save us some time. Let's go ahead and break some boxes here for some extra bolts. Get some extra money for just in case. And then we are going to go to Barlow, because there is some unfinished business that I want to take care of. We will be able to find some platinum bolts around here. And in order to do that, we're going to have to go to some places we couldn't go to before. We have the slingshot now. Or the swing shot, actually. And we need to use the swing shot.
For a map, press select or R3.
I know, game. I know. We need to use the swing shot in order to get over to here. Alright, now that we're here, we are in business. We just need to watch out for where we are landing. And let's drag this over to us and quickly get on so it doesn't leave without us. Now these things will spin around, and when you see them move downward just a little bit, you know they're about to rotate again. And let me bust out the mini nuke real quick in order to take out some enemies. That really did take care of everyone there. And there we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back to the gadgets menu and then get the swing shot that way, because apparently it won't work if it's not in quick select. And we can swim now. X lets us ascend, and square lets us...
Square to dive and X to rise. Push buttons harder to dive or rise more quickly.
Thanks, game. Square dives, X rises. And
Clank comes with a special Hydro Pack upgrade. Hold R1 to swim faster while underwater.
And we still have the Hydro Pack from the first game. We actually have all of our useful stuff that Clank equips from the first game. What a concept! If only this was done in every Mega Man and Metroid game. Well, anyway, we're here now. And while we could go forward, I'm not going to do that quite yet. There's a ledge you can grab onto if you turn around and look to the right. I'm holding right on the left analog stick, but I need to keep moving the camera in order to keep Ratchet moving on this ledge. It's the only way I'm really going to get around here. And there is something that I want to get here. Rather, a few things that I want to get around here. I know there's a button that makes you drop down, but I can't remember it to save my life. Anyway, we need to use up and down on the left analog stick in order to time it so that we can get on one of these platforms. I do want to go over here, believe it or not, because there's a cave that loops around. And I want to go there. I want to make sure that I go there. Now, this whole area just loops in the one big circle. There are some plants that shoot explosives, and if you can take them out, it'll make it a little easier to get around in the larger parts of this loop. Also, I'm going to go ahead and shoot the enemies here with the heavy lancer, because why not? And in here, we have a platinum bolt. And that's what I'm talking about. These things apparently shoot some sort of fireball, and you need to stay away from those things as you shoot them down. Also, what are you doing here? Go away. If we keep going in this direction, we'll eventually loop back to where we started. I need to get back to the gadgets menu and get the swing shot equipped. So that way I can get back. Now we need to move onto the ledge again. We need to move across it and get back to where we were. There's going to be another set of spinning platforms that we need to use, and that will take us to even more of Barlow. Just have to keep remembering to move the camera and I should be good. Everything should be just fine. Alright, it's R1. That's the button. Okay. Okay, I still got the swing shot equipped. Let's go ahead and use it. Yeah, as always, when you swing forward, you want to quickly let go and then quickly press the circle button again, so that way you can latch on to the next swing shot target. And I need to get used to the swimming controls again. Shouldn't be too hard, though. Alright. We have a continue point, and there is nothing... Well, there's not much special over here. I do want to get everything that's over here, though. Alright. We have some more bolts. Do I have the swing shot with me? I do. Oof. Yeah, that's the hardest part about these targets. You may start swinging wildly to the side. If that happens, just latch onto a target, keep the circle button held tight, and just wait for Ratchet to calm down and just not move as wildly, and you should be good. Okay. I think we should be better equipped for this now. And I want to make sure that I hold the circle button down on this target, so that way Ratchet calms down on this and stops moving as wildly here as well. It's absolutely essential. I want to make sure that I have an accurate jump on these spinning platforms. You can swing in any direction, not just you don't have to use just up and down to swing back and forth in a forward and backward position to get to anything that's ahead of you. You can swing from side to side with left and right, just like in the first game. And you can get things done that way. And Ratchet, what are you doing? I don't want you moving to the side. Okay, when I tried to do that again, he actually lost a lot of momentum. Had to take advantage of that afterwards. And this thing, I need to grab the platform, and I need to bust out the mini nuke, because there's going to be so many enemies here, and quite a few of them are probably going to eat me. Alright. Managed to get it down to 1. I was just hoping I would be able to use my camera to see where I was looking. There we go. Now we need to use the swing shot again. As long as we are able to swing over the other end with the swing shot, assuming I can even latch onto it, that's fine. You don't need to do this, but you can if you want. That second target is there just to help you drop straight down to this cliff in case you need help getting down here. Now here's the continue point. We have a pool full of ice. We have a frozen man. We have an elevator. But we can't really do much anywhere around here. You're probably thinking you can break this guy out of his little icy prison with your wrench. You're right.
It works! My invention works! Huh? It's called the Therminator. It fires charged thermal pellets that can thaw an ice block or freeze a body of water. Gadgetron will pay me millions.
Hey, I don't know how long you've been frozen, but I don't think Gadgetron's operated in this galaxy for years. Everyone buys Megacorp products these days.
Hey, maybe you'd like to buy it.
Well, that's interesting. That explains why Gadgetron isn't as much of a presence in this game as it was in the first one. Apparently, well, we are in the Bogon Galaxy. I forgot to mention that myself, but we are in a new galaxy known as the Bogon Galaxy for going Commando. We were in a completely different galaxy in the first game. And in the previous galaxy, Gadgetron had the run of things. Here in the Bogon Galaxy, not so much. Megacore seems to have taken over. And they seem to have run the gambit here in the Bogon Galaxy for quite some time. Gadgetron is still around, though nowhere nearly as high profile as it was in the first game. Anyway, this guy has a Serminator. We can thaw out pools of ice, and we can freeze pools of water with the thing. And it only costs 1,000 bolts. It's a nice little gadget. We're gonna need it if we want to get through this part anyway. I still want it, though.
Hey, maybe Megacorp is hiring.
Use the Terminator to thaw ice.
And now that we have it equipped, all we need to do is walk up to the pool of ice. That gauge will show up in the right-hand side of the screen. And if we keep holding circle, we'll be able to fill this gauge up. And once it goes all the way up and is completely red, we will be able to thaw out the pool of ice. Now, in case it takes you forever to figure it out, the game outright tells you here, hey, you can refreeze the water so you can get to the other end. Once you get the gauge up to red, if you keep holding circle, you'll turn the gauge back to blue, and you'll make the water cold instead. And we can use the elevator here if we want, but it'll just take us back down to where we met the scientist. So let's not. Instead, we're just going to take this elevator down instead, and we are going to go back to the ship. And that is virtually everything that I'm going to be doing for this video. So let's go ahead and save our game. Okay, it's saving data. Couldn't tell if I was there for a second, but I was. And from here, I might as well call it a video. Join me next time, where we explore more of Barlow and meet the Desert Riders. We did have to meet the Desert Riders after all. We found out in the Mactar Nebula that we had to meet them. We got a little video on them, and now that we have Clank and we have a way of getting past that one pit near where we got to the Gadgetron office, I think it's high time that we pay them a visit. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!